that if she ever decides to swing, that is one thing her family will never support her.
Are you pansexual?
No, I'm not.
Do you want to explore that?
No, I don't.
Are you pretty sure? Are you sure?
Absolutely
why
sure.
Why are you vehement about it? Calm down, relax. We're not fighting.
I am.
Softlander, breathe in.
You know that song.
Breathe in. No. You need to do this exercise. Calm down. Can you breathe in and breathe out? That's it. We're having a conversation.
I think Softlander is just homophobic.
Yes, I am actually.
Yes.
But that's wrong.
She's homophobic.
I don't think it's wrong.
No, do you know what you're saying?
Bella.
You're saying you're afraid of another human being.
No, I'm not afraid of another human being.
That's what
I'm just saying
I
I do
homophobia
not.
for you.
My opinion about homophobia
Even
is
hatred.
that why is it acceptable for me to be claustrophobic and have other phobia?
Because it's dealing
wrong.
you're
Because
dealing with another
Why
human
should it be
being.
wrong that I'm homophobic?
You're dealing with another human being.
No.
Hold up. Being claustrophobic is within a space, inanimate.
Okay, maybe I should break
This
it
is
down
it.
to
I
you.
come
It's a
around.
fear.
Hold up for me.
Benny,
You come
But
around
that's
me.
for
So what's your name? My
animate
name. What's your name?
inanimate objects.
Catherine comes around me because of her sexual preference. That's her name. Yeah, that's not her name.
I'm just being.
Let's just assume that
Benny.
Henry
Now,
is
hold on. You know what homo is, right?
Yes.
Homo sapient.
Yes.
Human.
Human.
Yes.
She comes around me
Yeah.
for some certain reason of our choices and preferences. I'm expressing the emotions of hate towards. Hold up! No, maybe you don't understand that's what it means. You don't know what that's what.
Dislike that borders on hatred.
You said
Strong
no?
dislike.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
then maybe you shouldn't use the
You
word
should actually
homophobic.
check the definition.
Yeah.
Because the definition of homophobia is strong dislike.
That's it.
Strong
With-
dislike.
and with borders on hate.
Hatred.
I mean, dislike and hatred are, it's just a
Pretty
thin
close.
line.
Yeah, so
But
it's like.
I'll be honest. I used to be homophobic. I'll be very honest. I used to be that.
Yeah, you used to be
But
very
I
close-minded
have-
too, so now you're now open-minded.
I used to close my but I mean, honestly
Wow.
speaking,
You just have to check that in there.
I'm becoming a lot more
No.
I'm becoming more
Accepting.
accepting.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I'm
I like
I'm
that.
more open
Yeah,
to just
exactly.
accepting people.
I
To be honest, it's not an easy thing. I promise you, it's not an easy thing. But I think that
It's very easy. Bella, I
But
promise
as
you
far
that
as you
being
are
close-minded is even
concerned-
more difficult.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
No,
we
living
have different,
and letting
we have
people
different
live,
personalities.
it's
You
just
know,
okay, yeah,
we have
okay.
different personalities. What might be easy for you might be very difficult for the next person.
You know my problem with closed-minded people? You can't never get to respect and see other people's point of view as
necessarily.
acceptable. No, you never get to
true,
accept it.
true.
That's the truth.
Bella,
I used to be that way, Bella, years ago.
You never
I
accept
was
other
so-
people's
oh, yeah.
opinions.
I was so
Doesn't mean you don't respect
close-minded.
it though.
What?
It doesn't mean you don't
I
respect
didn't
it.
even
It's
respect.
like
I
you
didn't
don't accept it.
No,
If
this,
you
I'm
don't
gonna
accept
be
it, there's no way
honest.
for you to respect
I'm
it.
gonna be honest. I looked down on it. You know what? Because I didn't accept it, I felt, you know what? Now, in some way, I felt you were even inferior to me. That my
For you to
thoughts
think that
were
way?
superior over yours. Oh yeah.
Like, wow, you're so
You know,
That's different than being close-minded.
no, I was
That's the definition of being
I wasn't
close-minded.
open to anything else, man. I'm not kidding. I wasn't open. I was parochial in my way. If it's not my way,
It's no other way.
you all can go to take the highway, you know. But that's my point. Maybe you need to find a better word to express it.
Yeah.
I used to think I was.
I'll look for a better
Yeah.
word,
Yeah, actually.
but because the thing is, I am accepting of people that are in that area and
Call it
whatever.
what it
Yes,
is.
area.
but,
This is.
but the thing
No,
is,
hold up,
I am
Sia.
not.
Hold up,
yes.
Sia. Softlander.
She
You're
doesn't have the
you're a
words.
broadcaster. We gotta say the words. Gay.
Yes.
People who are gay.
Yes.
Some humans
Yes.
are gay. Some people. You need to accept that some people are gay,
I
and it's fine.
accept. See,
Benny,
Benny,
we need to tell people
okay.
to breathe.
I love
when
when
we're talking about homosexuality.
You know,
I mean, that's your
it's
life.
okay.
It's okay. It's fine. That's the life you chose. It's fine. But that is not the life I am choosing.
I'm
And
fine.
that's
Can I
not
explain?
who I
Can
want
I
to
say
be.
something?
And is that
So I mean,
fine?
in my
Yes, it's
because
fine.
in the
Sorry,
And-
Bella.
and
Sorry, Bella.
really,
Hold on.
wait,
You just
wait.
said it's the life you chose.
And they're not
chose
full
that.
of
And it's fine.
You know,
really,
they're not bothered
it's
about your
fine.
life.
And I'm not bothered about theirs too. But the thing is, just, I feel like at a point
I'm
in
gonna put you on
time.
the spot right now, Softlander. do you feel in any way a sense? Yeah. Do you feel in any way a sense of you feel like you're better than homosexuals when it comes to
No.
choices?
No.
Do you feel in any way that they're lesser humans than you are?
No.
Okay, so why are you homophobic?
The only thing is just their sexual preference that I do not agree with.
It's none of your business to agree with your sexual
Agree.
preference.
Fine.
Why must you agree with it?
Let me
Because
just
they
be
don't,
those
they
like
don't
them.
have,
No,
they don't have a problem with your
here's
sexual
the thing.
preference.
Here's the thing. So that you do not confuse me with someone who has the same sexual preference as
They
you.
never confuse people like
Can I
They
say
do.
something? Can I say
They do.
something? In my
They
bid,
do.
in my bid to be more open-minded about things like this, I had to read about it. Okay, if you find that you are afraid, quote unquote, of people who are of a certain sexual orientation, then there's a way to deal with that. And that's because I have friends who are not Christians. And I love these guys so much. I can't even. They'll be around and I will be. I can eat what they bring to me. You know, I'm really close to them. And then it made me read up on how, as a Christian, to handle homosexuality, because as far as we are concerned, it is a sin against God. And what I read was the biggest mistake I think we are making as Christians is we are exalting the sin of homosexuality over very many other sins that God frowns against. God doesn't like the thieves. He doesn't like sinners. He doesn't like liars. He doesn't like people he doesn't like murderers. He doesn't like very many things. So
the sin.
It's the sin,
not the
right?
not
And
the
I think
person.
because you don't know that I steal or that I'm a thief.
Yeah.
When I come around you, you love me. Or you don't know that I am a thief.
And it's still a sin.
It's a sin that God hates.
Yeah.
Do you get my point? And that is how I see it now. You know, you don't exalt one sin over the other.
Everything is equal.
Do you get my
And
point?
also,
So it's made me understand that, look, this might be something that person is battling with. I don't know where they are in their...
It's not my business.
It's not my business, really, but I choose to love them regardless. Because the truth is, even I have my shortcomings. They don't know about the shortcomings, so they don't judge me. They don't judge me by it. And that is what has helped me to a very large extent.
I'm not judging them.
But you hate them.
No, I don't. I don't like them. Do you understand? I said your sexual preference is what I do not agree with. That's not
homophobia.
That is my definition of.
It's a choice that you make.
You just don't like. You don't like
I do not
sexual,
like their sex.
And also, aside from this angle that Bella came from, the the 10 Commandments and all sin being equal, the angle that I like to always look at everything. When I mean everything from now is when Jesus Christ, before he left and everything, he only gave 2 rules: love your neighbor as much as you love yourself, and love God. He didn't create any other rule, so anything else does not even matter to me, regardless of what you do, whether you steal, you thief, whatever. I just leave you to just deal with your stuff with God. It is not my place to judge.
He says make disciples too, but
yeah, but just like the 2 greatest commandments, love thy neighbor and everything. So just like, you know what, I'm gonna love you regardless and everything. And I'm still asking myself this question: that is it impossible? Because people say that homosexuality is not natural. And I keep asking that how true is this? And the more I read about it, honestly, the more I get confused. Because I saw an article recently that's somebody actually took a picture of animals, like two animals, same sex mating. I'm like, so
how?
If I don't know, I saw the picture. And I'm like, so if 2 animals that do not even have
some laboratory scientific
you get some, like, you know what?
Possibly.
Is it that?
Just maybe.
I just feel like, so is it so unnatural if you have animals?
I read somewhere too that being homosexual is not natural. I think it's just if people wanting to explore other possible means of their sexuality with other people, but
if it's not natural, we have children, like some children at maybe age 7 or age 8, talking about how I am attracted to the same sex.
What are they exposed
Thank
to?
you.
Exposure goes a very long way.
Exposure, and the cartoons that we have these days, they talk about homosexuality a lot.
I'm gonna be very honest, right? As long as I'm liberal and forward thinking, I don't think anybody was born gay. I don't think nobody was born gay. It's either something happened, there was an alteration somewhere, there was an exposure to the wrong thing somewhere, and then you made choices, you made decisions. Like I have a friend who is gay. Guess what? He was not born gay.
Just one friend.
A priest. No, I have a few gay friends. A priest changed his entire life just one day. A priest.
He was raped by a priest,
yes.
And ever since he didn't go back.
That's it.
Wow.
That changed the entire
I mean, he's been exposed to that. He cannot necessarally think.
But, so Benny, speaking about you saying exposure and Bella, talking about exposure and everything, I used to be of that opinion. Then I read this book or an article, I can't remember right now, by Chimamanda. I think it's a book or an article, I can't remember. So she's talked about how she also did not really understand this, homosexual thing and everything. And so she gave an example of how back in the day, like when she was really young in an Igbo community, a young boy, really young, at maybe like age 7, 8, 9, I can't remember now, was already effeminate at that age, and he wasn't exposed to maybe female sisters and everything in the family.
And then male sisters, just joking.
Sorry. Right? He didn't have sisters. Sorry, Bella. Wow. He didn't have sisters and everything, so he wasn't exposed to women at a young. That was a mistake, Bella.
But it could be in a female-dominated community.
She wasn't too. So she's like, how did this person, grow up to be gay?
How did she explain him as a feminist? I don't understand.
We have effeminate. We have some men who
effeminate.
Effeminate.
7 is even old. 7 is old, and every single day the age of children getting exposed and forming their opinions. It's reducing every single day. They say as early as 6 months to 1 year, you should start educating your child on sex education.
I'm even going to come
No joke.
I'm trying to come from the point that listen, sometimes that there are hormonal imbalance. All right.
There's that too.
There's the guys are made up majorly of testosterone. The ladies are made up majorly of estrogen.
Yeah.
Estrogen.
And so I've seen a few male kids, grow up, and so much of that hormone is what they possess.
Yes.
Right? Most of the time, doctors will tell you, just give it time. It's going to balance out. And so if he's that way, it doesn't necessarily mean his preference is another guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It could be an hormonal imbalance that over the period of time, he's going to come into his own balance with. But I'm saying at the end of the day that nobody was actually born that way. I don't think so. Yeah. Something went wrong, something was altered, something was affected, and you know what? They decided, I'm going to live with it this way. But even despite that, I'm saying it's their choice.
So no one was born gay. That theory is so wrong.
No, it's so wrong.
I think it's really wrong.
I think it's so wrong. Except if they were created, they were born in the lab, yes. Then they were born gay.
Okay. So
Yeah,
all that I was
because we have lab babies.
they were cloned.
That's what I'm saying. If they were born in the lab, yes, then they were born gay.
So this goes back to my example. It's like I was born a thief.
No,
I was
no,
born
no,
a
no.
liar.
No,
that's how I choose to see it. That's how I choose to see it. Because these are
It's
things
a
that we pick
learned
up and
act.
you learn it.
It's not natural.
You learn it and you stick to it.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can respect their choices anyway.
Yes.
We can respect it.
You have
I
no
love
choice.
them
Yeah,
regardless.
love them and let them just
It can be hard to be honest.
No,
but,
Bella, it can be
God
hard.
calls us to love them.
Bella ended it off when she said what she said, because most time the reason why we have some people in acceptance because they've not shown us a side of them.
Yeah.
That if
Yeah.
we get to
Don't even
know,
know, yeah.
like okay,
There are people that cannot stand
what am I
lies.
doing with you?
They cannot
Yeah.
stand
True.
lies. They can't stand lies.
That's a deal
So
breaker.
imagine
for
that
some
you
people.
walk in here for example, and they put lie on your head. They will break this glass and
Disgusting.
run jackpot, right? That's what they say.
Like,
Because-
yeah, how many times?
Because at every point in time, we always
Say
give
Japa.
up a good impression for people to accept
Yes.
us.
First
They
meeting
never,
of everything.
we never let them see that side of us that we
Bella,
know,
please-
what is our demon.
Benny, please don't
know?
even say that. Some people show your good side the first time. Some people carry on their entire
For
lives
years.
and they never see the real true person. And it's
Sad.
like,
It is what it
how
is.
do you lie for so long?
Sad stuff.
So like as the conversation continue, let us know, are you homophobic like the Softlander, or are you accepting of people's sexual preferences? Get on Twitter also, the conversation is on at C21051. We're done, we're out.
No,
We're
you're not
just
done.
listening.
One question. I'm sorry.
Oh,
well,
wow.
I'm sorry.
Get to it as
So,
fast as you can.
yeah, I am going to do that. So the thing is that a whole lot of celebrities right now, like in the US, narrowing down to the US, they're constantly, this is how I feel, embarrassing themselves and doing ridiculous things. I'm like, how do you even do this? From Kanye to Cardi to Nicki, constantly in the news for really embarrassing things.
Right.
Have you ever been in that position as a human being that you've done something so embarrassing and you're so disgusted and you couldn't believe yourself? Like, what is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done as a person and you were so appalled by your action?
And it was put out there.
Yes, it's put out there.
It was put out there. No, mine was never put
And
out
how
there.
did you deal with
Fine.
it? Okay, so how did you deal with it? Put out there or not?
I'm trying to remember now. I'm trying to remember the most
What embarrassing thing have I ever
Yeah,
done?
I'm
You
really,
Guys, Nigerians.
yeah, I'm trying to remember.
I think honestly speaking, our environment is embarrassing enough. So like what you would see as embarrassing in another man's country is
May not
pretty
be
normal. It's
embarrassing.
mundane in this
Yeah.
part of what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
true.
So it's like I don't know. Did I fart in public? Well, duh.
I was thinking about it.
It was every
No,
single day.
I won't consider that.
I'm just saying, just
Yeah, I
as
get
an
you.
example.
No, but I'm really trying to
think
remember
about-
the embarrassing. I've had embarrassing moments, but
course.
it's not just coming to my mind right now. That's funny.
Oh, I think one comes to mind, right?
Okay.
So I hosted an event.
Oh.
And it was organized by a tech company, right? And then while I was doing my MC duties, I mentioned another brand, a competing brand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Your microphone.
with my sister, with
Wow.
the mic.
Yeah.
And I didn't say it once or twice, like 3-4 times.
Did they pay you?
With emphasis.
You don't deserve to be paid.
Yeah.
No joke. No joke.
Nana
It was
Bella
so
said
bad.
that. One just came to mind. I hosted an event where there was a right honorable, and the person who gave me the lease wrote it as retired.
Ooh,
Wow.
you two not said retired.
So I went on. Yeah, I went
Auntie.
on. That's it. I went on stage. While I was introducing other people, and when I got to him, I said retired,
With good
honorable.
English. With good
Oh,
English.
I mean,
Retired honorable.
with my tie suit, looking peg and dapper, like. Then he came on stage
And corrected you.
and said, "MC, you are the one that is retired." Not me. And I'm like, okay, what did I?
I know.
Yeah, like, okay, why did you say that?
That's
to
how
me?
it's expensive.
You know,
Yeah.
then the prompt that came to me like, when you were calling him, you said retired instead of right honorable. Like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
You know, the dignitaries that were there, like, oh God, did I just burn my cable from
I'm sure it was
job?
written
But did
as
you
act-
explain it?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
it.
said- you
So
said
I
when
went
you
back,
died,
after I was
yeah.
done, I went back on stage and say, apologies, sir. It was what was written. I should have known better. My apologies.
Exactly.
Everybody now laughed again. When he said that to me, they laughed. When I said that to him, they all laughed. Like, okay, so we're all good.
We're
now.
good.
good.
I think my case as well, one of the dignitaries at the event, right, tweeted, in fact. You know, he tweeted that, oh, he hears me on the radio, but, you know, I make a good MC, and I'm like, okay, thank God. That kind of...
So that made you feel
that
better.
made me feel better. I'm like, okay, thank God, you know, so we're good.
Ginger.
Yeah.
So I think maybe apology is the way to go when you do something embarrassing.
Immediately.
Laugh at yourself, too.
That's it. Make a joke of yourself. That's
Yeah.
it. Just
Yeah.
laugh it off. Let it go. Then that
Don't
way
tie
nobody-
the world to your chest.
No.
Kanye, just in case you're listening, just apologize. We'll forgive you. They will forgive you, or Kanye or something. Just you guys, let's
Maybe we
apologize.
don't want the conversation. You never see this. Go to www.city1